folks, hello, you join us for today's EFL Cup final game. It's Liverpool and Arsenal, the first silverware of the season. I'm not counting the Community Shield. Okay, there's a press conference called. I thought we'd kick things off with that and then discuss all the ins and outs of this season so far and what we're expecting for the Cup final. The game is tomorrow, currently the 24th, and of course it is at Wembley. Is it perhaps doubly important to win, knowing that a spot in the Europa League awaits too? That's never an encouraging sign, but we'll say these players deserve as we play on a bigger stage, and anything that gives us the opportunity to do so is fine by me. That's a good thing to say. Bearing in mind your congested fixture list, this has caused a bit of a problem. Will you consider resting any players in order to bring in fresher faces? I'm not going to reveal any plans before the match. The EFL Cup decider against Arsenal will no doubt be a fascinating managerial duel between myself and my opposite number. What is my relationship with Arsene Wenger? Just say he's one of the nicest. I'll say he's one of the nicest people in football. Why not? You'll be missing Virgil van Dijk for this match. He's cup tied, isn't he? Of course he is. That was a worthwhile signing then. Just how big of a blow is that for our team's hopes? I'm going to say clear to lose a player like Virgil is a big blow to us. Hopefully other players can step up into his place. That's going to be a question mark as we go into today's game then. Arsenal will have to cope without Alexis Sanchez for the game. Didn't know that. His absence is a massive boost for you. Yes, it is. I think they'll be fine, though. Mesut Ozil is a player I can't help but admiring. Let's try and put some pressure on him. Who's going to stop Mesut Ozil? No comment, I would like to say at this stage. A number of people would agree that your 2-1 win over Tottenham was the highlight of Liverpool's run to the final. Is that something you also believe? Yeah, I'll go along with that. Sure. I understand how that feels. Oh, actually, no, let's not sound nervous. There's a little tension, but it wouldn't be human for that not to be the case. Can you reveal, how you'll be instructing the Liverpool boys to play? No. Will we see any changes? Not talking about it. Do you agree that you could be seen as a bit of a grudge match between me and Arsene Wenger? Not really. Same as any other. There's a lot of questions about Arsene Wenger. Given the input, okay, just the middle one, that we could have been here forever. Weakest link, we'll say, is Lauren Koscielny, and we'll move on. Right, that was, do you know what, that was supposed to be a brief opening to the video. It turned out to be a 45-minute meeting with the press. Right then, this is a Premier League weekend off, essentially. We don't have to play this weekend, but we have played the game already in midweek, which means that us and Arsenal then both sit on the 51 points from the 27 games played. Manchester United and Spurs ahead of us. They've got a weekend to gain on us here if they wish to, after our draw to Manchester City. Southampton can also leapfrog us, as can Chelsea. So the league table could look very, very different after this weekend. But as noted already, it's not a weekend for the Premier League. It's a weekend for the EFL Cup final. And we found ourselves here with, decent form. They mentioned the game against Spurs before that. It was Norwich in the quarter-final, you might remember. Newcastle before that, and Sunderland before that. And we kicked things off against Fulham very, very early on. I think that was probably a double upload or double match episode. That's what I'm talking about. Continue then to the game. And, of course, with Virgil van Dijk out, there's a question mark over our boys. And they seem just about fit enough for this, of course, coming off the back of the Manchester City game. There's question marks. Who do we play and how and where, really, is the question. I think what we're going to do, though, is because he's had a decent season for us, and that shouldn't be forgotten, is we're going to bring in Ragnar Klavan to play at the back alongside Joel Matip. The back line will be as expected. Actually, we're going to play Moreno ahead of Kolasinac, who actually, ironically, has gone to Arsenal in real life on a free transfer. Some of you may have seen that. Mignolet in goal then. Actually, well, Karius has played in goal for the EFL Cup game, so I think it's only right we play him again. Oh, we will do. Klein at right back then. Matip, Klavan, Moreno. Wijnaldum and Henderson keep their spots in the midfield. Pastore ahead of them. Now, this is the question. Do we bring back Sadio Mane today? He's not quite fit enough to start, I don't think, but then again, he's an X-factor in the middle. I'm taking the gamble. We're going to bring in Mane. We're going to put Coutinho in behind Origi, and Mane and Keita are going to swap places. We've got an inside forward on one side. We've got Mane as a winger now on the other side. It's a risk, as I say. Mane's not played any football for us for a very long time. You can see he's been injured for most of it, and he's only now just getting back to a little bit of fitness. We'll give him the start. We'll see how he does. Firmino's there to come on. We've got Emre Can there as well. Danny Ings. Lots of options off the bench. I think we should probably put Adam Lallana on there as well instead of... Oh, this is now a conundrum. We won't play a second goalkeeper. We'll take that risk. And then Peter Crouch for Danny Ings. Yeah, we've got other options similar to Ings, so we'll put Peter Crouch on there just in case we need to change things dramatically. Right then, let's crack on with this first game. Then I say first game, only game. It's the Cup Final. It's the EFL Cup Final. It's a big day. Trophy at stake. You've been waiting for this one. And let's see how we get on then as the teams warm up as we go into the game. I'm excited. I think we've got a good chance of winning. As you've seen from the league table, us and Arsenal extremely well matched. So this should be a really, really good game. And I'm hoping that we'll come out on top. They are favourites for the game, apparently, though. Jordan Henderson's our key man, Mesut Ozil's their key man, Alex Iwobi's got 4 goals in the competition. It'll be interesting to see just how strong Arsenal go for this game, and they've gone with Lucas Perez up front. Alex Iwobi does get his game, as is Mesut Ozil. Theo Walcott on the right-hand side. They've got Xhaka and Coquelin in the middle. Cancelo, I think that is. Has he been bought in? I assume he has, yeah, from Valencia, for around £20 million. Mertesacker and Gabriel Palista, Kieran Gibbs at left back, and Petr Cech in goal. Decent bench too. Actually, no, not a decent bench. Quite an underwhelming bench. I know there's no Olivier Giroud, no Santi Cazorla. These players could well be out injured, of course. But regardless, let's get out into this game then and produce something special. It's a big game for us, the biggest of the season so far, and to get ourselves a trophy, to confirm, great team talk, to confirm some European qualification would be great. But obviously, the bigger aim is to get back into the Champions League this season. As the players walk out then here at Wembley Stadium, me and Arsene Wenger shake hands, of course we do. I'm wearing a very fetching red tie. That is my favourite from behind shot. So we'll enjoy that. We'll ingest it. Ingest it? Digest it. We've taken it in, regardless of what happens. The players lining up then, of course, cup final. There'll be a little national anthem played, I think, as it's a cup final. Wembley looks packed to the rafters as well. And the good thing for us is we get to wear our home kit. So we're in the red, shooting from right to left as this game starts. And, of course, we've got Arsenal in their changed away strip. Wearing a sort of a navy and yellow. I think it's more navy than black. The fact that number 11 isn't centred on there is annoying. For anyone that saw that, you'll understand my frustrations. As Petr Cech launches the ball up to Mesut Ozil, that should be Matip's all day long, and it was. Coutinho gave it to Origi though, and then takes the run forward with him. Coutinho driving into the box, shot from distance. Oh my word, Philippe Coutinho! 18 minutes gone. He was in very good form recently in real life, and he scores today as well. 1-0 Liverpool. Coutinho with the finish. A through ball from Divock Origi. We'll look at it from another angle then. Origi coming a little bit deeper, links the play nicely, and Coutinho bursting through. We've been critical of him recently. We've put him back in the centre, and there's the opening goal. 18.5 minutes gone on the clock, and Coutinho celebrates. 1-0 Liverpool. This is the perfect start to the perfect game. My good grief. Now, hopefully, this can carry on, and I suspect, as I said before, this game is going to be very, very even. At this point in the game, right, if you pause it there, we've both had 151 passes. Their pass accuracy is slightly better than us. Possession's very equal. We've had a few more shots, though, mostly long shots. So we might have to bear that in mind as we continue forward. But as I say, Arsenal don't have a lot of game-changing players to bring in off the bench if they need to switch things up a little bit. So if we can get our first 11, like dominating them early on, then that should be that, as Coutinho brings it under his spell once again. Ball's cleared, finds Wijnaldum though as Keita spots the run of Marino on this left-hand side. Very good going forward, ball to the front post, and Divock Origi's there. And Origi, who starts again ahead of Roberto Firmino, who's been in fine form recently, finds the back of the net. It's Arsenal 0, it's Liverpool 2 here at Wembley Stadium. And as you can see, the ball fizzed down this left-hand side. Marino, he's very, very good going forward. The delivery is spot on. And Origi at the front post, poaching home, getting ahead of Gabriel it was. Koscielny's not even in the starting 11, I notice. And there we are then, 2-0. There's going to be a highlight before half-time, and it may well fall to Arsenal as they go inside with it. Find Alex Iwobi again, scored 4 goals so far in this competition, so it's always a threat for them. Very, very pacey, as I'm sure everyone's aware. He's on the ball now. Where's he going to go with it? Well, he takes on one, finds Mesut Ozil, who slides it through to Theo Walcott, who, I tell you what, Karius barely moves. Theo Walcott, I think he was a boyhood Liverpool fan actually, gets the goal, and it's 2-1. Walcott sprints back to the halfway line. It's a ball from Iwobi then into Mesut Ozil, who slides it through. Klavan all over the place, let's face it. And Walcott, left-footed, finishes it into the corner. And at half-time, it looks as if then it's going to be Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2, or is it? Petr Cech is going to have a goal kick here, and we'll see where it goes. He fires it towards that right-hand side, towards Iwobi, and Matip heads it down to Jordan Henderson. Now, can we... a goal button here for either side would be game-changing. Mane, not really seen him in the game so far. Coutinho drops a little bit deeper. Klein now. The fullback's really pushing on in this one. Into Origi again. He's tackled. It's Sadio Mane! He returns from injury and gets his goal. 3-1 to Liverpool now. Sadio Mane, as I say, he's been out for a very, very long time. You've seen our pivotal years to Liverpool in real life, and this save is showcasing that once again. Origi, I mean, he's absolutely trounced by Mertesacker. That's quite... I mean, let's just watch that again. I think Origi gets it. I'm not sure if he's fouled or not. For my money, he is. We've got Mertesacker there, just crunches him completely. Ball drops to Mane, who finishes it off. But my word, Divock Origi stands up, sort of complaining that he's been fouled, and Mane didn't give a stuff, just scored the goal regardless. And that then should take us to half-time, and a 3-1 goal advantage is very, very healthy for us in this game. I mean, at half-time, you just want them to carry on doing the exact same thing, really. I'll calmly say, I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up, lads. That's all I want to say. No more, no less. A similar performance in the second half. I don't think we're going to get complacent. We're professionals, so that shouldn't happen. But if you can get in behind Arsenal again, then that would be fantastic. Origi's pacing against Mertesacker, you'd expect at the back. Maybe could do a little bit of damage if the through ball is correct. As the time then ticking on, and you see Coquelin's gone off. De Silva comes on. I know he's sort of highly rated at Arsenal, Josh De Silva. I've seen his name before. So I can't imagine him making too much difference though, as the ball is getting knocked around all over the place. Mertesacker finds himself on the right wing. Oh, Alberto Moreno nips in and fires it forward, and this could be a counter-attack of dreams here. Coutinho, he's got men rushing forward with him. Mane now dropping a little bit deeper. He's got Origi ahead of him. Klein is in so much space on this right-hand side, but they go back into Henderson, who slides it through to Coutinho. Shot on goal, saved by Petr Cech. Still 3-1. Possession 52% in our favour as things stand, as Cech launches it forward. I mean, again, how are Arsenal going to mix this up? How are they going to change things? And frankly, do we need to do anything? I've just seen they've brought Mustafi on for Mertesacker, which is, again, it's a bit of a strange move. 3-1 down, you change the defender. I didn't quite see who their other change was. So anyway, we've got the ball, and there's a through run there from Henderson. He's in so much space in the middle as it's headed forward. Moreno gets there first, though, wins the ball in the air. Keita back to Coutinho, into Origi again, who's caused all sorts of problems. I think he's on a hat-trick as well. Pulls it back to Sadio Mane. The header's not good. It goes back to Origi. With 20 minutes to go, is it time for us to start thinking about changes? I think Emre Can maybe to come on for Wijnaldum, and Peter Crouch up top for Divock Origi. It's a different animal, this Peter Crouch. 3-1 in the lead. I think we can afford to take. Some may describe this as a risk. I call it tactical excellence, due to the fact that the experience and the target man nature of Peter Crouch will be a threat for Arsenal, a problem for Arsenal. As Coutinho has picked up an injury, that could be a problem long term. Okay, a potential head injury, that's never usually too bad. We'll bring Firmino on, just playing behind him now. A bit of a straight swap there, really. We've not played Firmino in a deeper position, but he can certainly play there naturally. As the time ticks down then, all three substitutions are made. It looks like it's going to be a 3-1 win here. 2 minutes of added time, and Arsenal haven't got it in the locker. It looks as if it's going to be a fantastic, you've got to say, Arsenal are a decent side. They've played a strong 11. The bench, as I say, not really game-changing, but it's going to bring us the win here, you would think, as we keep the ball really nicely. Even Peter Crouch got involved there. Klein into Mane. Is there going to be one more goal? There isn't. Mustafi clears, and that, my friends, should be that, and it is at Wembley. There's this. What is this stuff? What on earth was that? Anyway, regardless, 3-1. To Liverpool. We win the EFL Cup. We won it a few years ago. We've won it again. And overall, I think we've dominated the game. Probably deserved the win as well. And Henderson had a fine game. Ozil had a solid display, it says there, but didn't do all that much, did he? And again, I think the substitutions didn't really help Arsenal at all. They took off Mertesacker, Coquelin and Pallister. Not the most attacking. Brought on Rob Holding, Mustafi and De Silva. I mean, should we just check the Arsenal team? It's very, very curious. So that's the pig in under 23s. Okay, so Elneny was injured. Sanchez was injured, as we already knew. Callum Chambers was injured. But, like, Santi Cazorla didn't feature. Bellerin wasn't there. Oxlade-Chamberlain wasn't there. Giroud, Rams, like, why? Why did these players not feature in the game? They would have made a difference, you think. Danny Welbeck as well didn't feature at all. And Arsenal left it to their starting 11, and it, frankly, was not enough. Very, very curious from Arsene Wenger. Arsenal Fan TV will be loving that, I'm sure. But that is going to wrap up the episode then. A really, really fine win for us, and there's some big games coming up on the horizon. Middlesbrough coming up, another team we've got to play in 18th position, and yeah, then Manchester United not long after that, and I think there's some other big games coming up around as well. Yeah, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, all in a row. They'll be dictating where we finish this season in the league, and we're now 5th in the league as well. I think Southampton won their game, so they go ahead of us. Manchester United now 5 points ahead, Spurs 4 points ahead, and there's someone beeping outside aggressively, whatever they're up to. What else is going on? There's quite a lot happening. Of course, Coutinho is now out, concussion, 4 to 5 days, so likely to miss the game against Middlesbrough. Bit of a fitness concern. I think there were some sackings as well. We receive 100,000 for winning the EFL Cup. The Liverpool fans singing my name as well. West Ham have sacked Slavan Bilic, and I'm potentially, I've just won a cup. That's ridiculous. Apparently I'm evens to be sacked next. Is that some sort of sick joke? I don't think so. Regardless, we qualify for the Europa League. I mean, it's spoilt today. Really, it has. I need to check this now. Am I actually under threat here? I'm secure, apparently. There's no reason for me to be... Is there reason for me to be job security? Let's check this. Premier League. Let's just bring it up here. Let's just have a look at, see what the problem is. So these are all the Premier League sides. There's me there. Look, secure. What's the... Don't make it out to be worse than it. It's fine. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, please do leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. I'm feeling very insecure, and I'll see you again soon. We love with care from Minutes Benji. Goodbye.